What's up, 180 Fit? Let's talk about intermittent fasting. So this is something that I actually live by. Intermittent fasting is a part of my life, my routine, and I'm excited to do this today as a masterclass for you all. And so you are probably listening to this because you've considered intermittent fasting to achieve your health goals. You've heard of the reports and how effective it can be. You've heard of the raving benefits of intermittent fasting and how it's changed people's lives. More importantly, you've wondered if is intermittent fasting for me or is it another hype fad? And if you know, I don't do fad diets. So I'm going to answer all these questions sufficiently and thoroughly today. There's a lot of reliable intermittent fasting information out there, most from nutrition experts and professionals, as well as really good blog testimonies. People have tried this. There's also a large volume of research on the benefits of intermittent fasting with very positive findings. But there's a lot of crap out there too, as always. There's a lot of junk and things that take it out of context and take it out to a different extreme. And you know me, I'm going to bring you truth and research and proven facts and proven studies. And so you know that if I have this incorporated into my life, then it's something that's not a fad, something that's a lifestyle. And so I'm going to save you trouble of reading hundreds of websites and dozens of studies, and I'm going to condense the most relevant information, the proven tips. These are the key basics you need to know in order to make an informed decision of whether or not this is right for you. If you've already decided you want to go for it, then I'm going to give you 5 simple steps to jumpstart that will jumpstart your intermittent fasting plan quickly and integrate it to your lifestyle. Also, I'm going to arm you with some valuable tips, recommendations to help your fasting routine goes more smoothly and help you get the most out of intermittent fasting that I have found, as well as stay until the end because I have an exclusive deal on offer for those of you who would like to take this as a step-by-step guided approach as a group. It's a killer deal that I'm going to offer. It's a brand new masterclass and course I'm offering, so stay tuned until the end to hear more about that. But no matter what, if you listen to these things today and apply them, you could start intermittent fasting if it's right for you. And be successful at it. So I'm going to give you everything that you need as tools today in this masterclass. If we have not been met today, why should you listen to this girl, right? Why should you listen to this Jen chick? Who is she? I am Jen Plike, and I'm your holistic empowerment coach. And I simply take people from places stuck to authentic thriving. And I take a holistic approach. So I'm taking my 20 years of experience as a fitness professional with personal training and group fitness and nutrition coaching and my life and transformation empowerment coaching with my educational experience. I bring it into a complete program that looks at their whole person that is fit in body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit, avoided diet fads, voids of empty promise programs, because I'm someone who is caught in a rut of diet fad and circling around and not finding results for myself. And so I do my own 180. That's the 180 Fit Body Mind Method, the method I developed, which simply incorporates micro habits that we do daily to achieve success so we are fit as a whole individual and not just as a part, and so we can thrive in life. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow so you are alert anytime I bring you relevant information, because I answer your questions on this station. I bring you things that empower you. So let's dive in. What do you say? Number 1. Why fast intermittently? There are many reasons to consider intermittent fasting as a healthy lifestyle choice. The main reason is that it's not a diet. Whether your goal is to lose weight or simply boost overall health and vitality, intermittent fasting does not restrict you to specific foods or involve calorie counting. You simply abstain from eating during fasting hours and eat what you want during the eating hours, within reason, of course. It is this flexibility that makes intermittent fasting so popular and much easier to adopt as a lifestyle habit. So intermittent fasting, a fad? Absolutely not. All the evidence points to intermittent fasting here to stay. It's a lifestyle. It has become a lifestyle choice for hundreds of people, with many more coming on board. I am one of those, as research continues to discover and confirm seemingly health benefits of this. Fasting has been practiced for centuries by various cultures worldwide for both health and spiritual practices. It is only recent that it's been known into the West as a healthy lifestyle choice. It is highly unlikely that this practice of intermittent fasting is going to go away soon, especially as more and more health experts are acknowledging its benefits, whereas health experts had previously warned about the potential dangers of skipping meals. Research findings and real life examples have caused them to do that 180 turn, right? In fact, nutrition experts are so convinced about the benefits of intermittent fasting, they are now recommending it to their clients who simply cannot stick to a traditional diet. So benefits of intermittent fasting. The final deal breaker is that the study after study has proven powerful and varied benefits of intermittent fasting. Over 75 years of scientific research has conclusively confirmed the following benefits. Improves metabolism. reduces high blood pressure, reduces cholesterol levels, promotes longevity, reduces oxidative stress, improves mental function, reduces risk of age-related degenerative disease like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, improves insulin sensitivity and can guard against diabetes, reduces inflammation, reduces the risk of cancer. Who intermittent fasting, though, is not for, okay? Unfortunately, intermittent fasting is not for everyone. There are certain conditions where intermittent fasting can be harmful to your health. It's absolutely a must not to fast, or at least consult your doctor before you do it. So, one, if you're breastfeeding, if you're pregnant, if you're anemic, if you have a history of eating disorders, if you have diabetes, if you have a heart condition, if you're under 18, if you're on medications that must be taken during meals. Bottom line is that combined benefits of intermittent fasting can immensely improve your quality of life, can definitely expect more amazing breakthroughs and more research to be conducted. Before proceeding further, the traditional disclaimer here must be made. Although intermittent fasting is a risk-free for a normal, healthy individual of both sexes, it is advisable to check with your doctor first. I'm not a doctor, so please make sure you take the necessary steps to ensure your health. Part 2. 5 steps to 5 simple steps so you are ready to quick start your intermittent fasting program. All of it requires 5 simple steps. That's it. 5 steps. We can all remember a handful, can't we? I think so. Intermittent fasting requires no complicated preparations and is practically cost-free. Boom! Unless you chose to invest in supplements or special foods. All you need to do is a quick start on your intermittent fasting routine with these 5 basic steps. This is what we do. 1, define your goal. Some people incorrectly assume that the goal of intermittent fasting is to lose weight, but this is by no means the only goal. The first step is to define your personal health goal based on the following categories. Is your primary goal to shed a few extra pounds with weight loss? Then you'll have to watch what you eat more carefully than someone who's not looking to lose weight. You need to take closer eye on your food intake, not necessarily restrict calories, but consuming less calorie-rich high foods, avoiding snacking between meals, perhaps cut out rich desserts. This will optimize your fasting and help you reach your weight loss goal much faster. You may also consider adding a workout routine on non-fast days to tone your body or so the pounds come off. Improved health and spirituality. Some people might fast to improve their mental strength and promote spiritual traits like gratitude, humility, compassion, and learning to accept things simple and things as a simplistic way of life. In this case, you would want to eat more brain-focused foods, okay? To improve your mental focus and cognitive function, to promote spiritual traits that you would prefer to focus on, simple but nutritious meals, and incorporate meditation to your fasting plan. Overall health and well-being. This is kind of a big one. So some people fast simply to reap all the benefits of feeling healthier and more energized. Fasting in general is a great detoxifier of the body and just leaves you looking and feeling better. So the first benefits you will notice: improved complexion, healthier hair and nails, calmer and more balanced digestion. In this case, you can be more flexible with your nutrition. Also engage in light to exercise like walking, cycling, incorporating some other healthy exercise program into your lifestyle. So next, choose a fasting plan. There are a number of intermittent fasting plans, variations of them, followed by variations of them out there, but the following 3 are the most popular and most commonly practiced and kind of most practically. So the 16-8 method. With this plan, you fast for a full 16 hours with an eating window of 8 hours every day. Veteran factors recommend that you start your fast after dinner around 8 or 9 p.m. and you break your fast the next day around noon or 1 p.m. You can see why this makes sense. You'll be less likely to get hungry after a good dinner, why 7 to 8 hours will be taken upon sleep, right? So breaking your fast by noon or 1 p.m. the next day will feel like you're having a late breakfast or brunch. You also have room for a light meal or snack in the late afternoon, and end your fasting window after a nutritious dinner and repeat the process. It's recommended that you practice this method alternating 2 fasting days in succession with 2 days where you eat normally. This means that at the end of the second day after dinner, you are free to eat normally for the next 48 hours. More experienced fasters sometimes alternate 3 fasting days with 3 normal eating days. It kind of depends on what makes sense to you once you get going on it. Fluids like water and sweetened coffee, tea, and herbal tea allowed during fasting hours. In fact, it's highly recommended to keep your body hydrated. If you're a beginner, this plan may seem overwhelming. If you choose it, however, you can start with a shorter fasting window of 10 or 12 hours and slowly build to the 16. You can also consider playing around with the time frame to suit your lifestyle and your family needs best. For example, if you are an early riser, plan to break your fast at 10 a.m. If this is the case, your eating window would be 6 p.m., right? It's just a matter of experimenting with a bit to find the hours that are most comfortable to you. So the 5-2 plan. This plan is the closest to traditional diet, but but very different, the same. And the method requires you to eat normally for 5 days of the week, then limit your calorie intake to about 800 calories on the remaining 2 days. You're not technically fasting on those 2 days, but dividing the 800 calories over 3 meals, which means you're drastically limiting your food intake. Again, no super restrictive calorie counting is required. Anyone can stay within that range with the calorie counting app, as well as focusing on low-calorie vegetables and fruits on fasting days. Again, which days you fast are totally up to you. Some people prefer to have their fast days back-to-back, for example, Saturday and Sunday. Others prefer to make space over the week, such as Monday and Tuesday. There's no fixed rule here. You decide what works best for your schedule. The real challenge of this plan is dividing the low-calorie intake over meals. If you could consume an average of like 200 each meal, it's quite low. Some fasters cut out proteins and carbs on these days and fill up on vegetables and fruits. However, with a little creativity, you can actually add more variety and eat pretty well on those 2 days. There are around 800 calorie meals. So the Eat, Stop, Eat plan. The rules of this plan are simple. It involves fasting for a full 24 hours once or twice 2 days a week. Yikes. This means you start fasting at 7 p.m. on Saturday and consume absolutely nothing except liquids till 7 p.m. on Sunday. You eat normally the other days during the week. This is an excellent natural detox therapy for the body and gives the digestive system much needed rest. However, it's extremely challenging even for veteran fasters, let alone beginners. For this reason, you should not consider jumping to the full feet first in. With this plan, it's much better to gradually build up until you're ready for such a challenge. Bottom line, it's perfectly okay for you to try one of these methods before settling into one that works for you. They're all tough and they're all challenging. However, the body gradually adapts to going with the food, okay, and going with the flow. So, what I recommend, honestly, is the one that you eat every day and you have the, where you like fast for 16 and eat for 18, or fast for, 10 and eat for, 12. So you can kind of play around those numbers. So the third, step 3, prepare yourself mentally and know what to expect. If you're an average, healthy person with no serious medical condition, intermittent fasting is totally risk-free. Yet for many people, this is a mental barrier that makes the idea of going without food a little terrifying. This is especially true in the Western world, where we are surrounded by almost any type of food you can imagine, and where we are used to eating whatever we want, when we want it. The idea of you voluntarily depriving yourself, it's somewhat off-putting sometimes in our Western lifestyle mentality. The mental barrier is the real challenge we need to overcome. We always say psychology. The psychological issues are the hardest to overcome. So the more than the physical understanding, and yes, it'll be tough, especially at the beginning, but going without food for 12, 16, or 24 hours may not harm you in any way. In fact, it was the norm for our early ancestors to go without food for a long period of time. As hunters and gatherers, these were sometimes forced to fast until they found food. Human bodies totally adapt to fasting. Keep yourself motivated and mentally tough by keeping with your health goals top of mind, as well as awesome benefits you'll gain from it. So remember, you are doing it because you care about your health, to see it as a new challenge and exciting avenue you've never tried before. It can actually become a very positive and enjoyable experience. So what to expect? Fasting does have some side effects, at least in the beginning. Being prepared for these will also help you toughen up mentally. So side effects are normal. You may experience headache, drowsiness, irritability, mood swings, brain fog, fatigue, a tendency to overeat and feel bloated when you do break your fast, constipation, obsessing about food, and hunger pains. And these side effects are perfectly normal and should subside as your body gradually adapts itself to a new eating method. However, if they do not subside in a couple weeks, then fasting might not just be for you, okay? In rare cases, intermittent fasting causes hair loss, sleep disturbances, and migraines. So I want to be full disclosure here. Although there are no risks for involved even in those symptoms, it could be that, again, fasting is not right for you. And I can't stress this one enough. Start simple. Another way to prepare yourself physically and mentally is to start in small steps. Rather than choosing an intermittent fasting plan and jumping right away, try the following for a week or two until you feel more comfortable with depriving yourself of food. Skip breakfast. Have some unsweetened herbal tea, coffee in the morning, and don't eat anything until lunchtime. Do this for 1 week. It's a great way to ease into the real thing. Don't snack. Intermittent fasting can be particularly challenging if used to grazing and snacking throughout the day. Prepare yourself by cutting out all snacks between meals for a whole week before you're starting a fasting plan. Don't eat dinner. Make dinner your absolute final meal of the day. Eat nothing and drink nothing except water, nothing but water until breakfast and the next day. Fasting can be a mental challenge as well as a physical one. However, it does not take long to overcome these hurdles once you get the hang of it. The side effects will gradually disappear and your body will adapt. You'll begin to notice the amazing impact fasting has on your health. That would be all the motivation to keep going. So step 4 is nutrition. Making every meal count is important. Whatever your fasting plan is, bear in mind that that you ultimately will be eating less. So applying less is more philosophy is the best way to make fasting work. That simply means making the most of what you eat by planning nutrition-packed meals that will help you stay more full, energized, and less likely to miss essential nutrients during the fasting hours. What to eat. Organic is the best way to go. Organic food costs more, but remember, you are eating fewer meals. So what you save can be put organically raised food. This includes eggs, poultry, grass-fed beef, and lamb and wild fish. Fiber. Give your digestive system lots of tender loving care by eating foods high in fiber, namely fresh vegetables, fruits. Consuming plenty of fiber will also help you regulate your bowel movements and guard against constipation. Healthy carbs such as whole wheat grains, whole wheat pasta, wild rice, potatoes, yams will not only keep you fuller but boost your energy levels and also help you with good digestion. Healthy fats found in fish, olive oil, and grass-fed butter. Although intermittent fasting does not involve food restrictions, it can take a toll on your health if you're not filling yourself with fast food, calorie-packed snacks, sweets, and zero nutrition. It also defeats the whole purpose of getting fitter and healthier, right? By all means, do eat your favorite foods in moderation, just so you don't feel deprived, right? Just make sure you balance them out with lots of green salads, fresh fruits, and other healthy foods. The great thing about fasting is that almost anything, even your least favorite foods, will seem appetizing when you're hungry. So this is a terrific opportunity for you to adopt healthy and lasting eating habits by focusing on nutritious options. You can bet a bowl of raw spinach can be the yummiest dish in the world when you are fasting. So let your hunger help you eat healthier and introduce less appetizing foods into your meals. Supplements. Intermittent fasting may cause our bodies to lose some essential nutrients and vitamins. This is easily avoided by taking a good quality multivitamin supplement. The only warning here is that some of the supplements may cause discomfort, nausea when taken on an empty stomach, so make sure you read the instructions carefully, incorporate them into your fasting plan accordingly. So step 5. Organizing high activity and low activity day. One of the pros of intermittent fasting is that you can easily accommodate it into your lifestyle and schedule. And so when you are less active, here are a few tips on how to sail through those fasting days more smoothly, like you taking that fasting day, right? Schedule 24-hour fasts only on the weekends. This long fast is not easy even for veterans. That's why it's best to schedule on 24-hour fasts on the weekends when you are able to be less active. You can spend the time light active, like reading, gardening, or even napping, so you conserve more energy. Exercise on non-fasting days. If you are an athlete or simply work out regularly, always schedule these intensive exercise on days when you're not fasting. Plan errands or non-fasting days. Try to plan activities like shopping, outings, dentist appointments, and non-fasting days to avoid fatigue. Accommodate your work schedule to your fasting. If you're lucky enough to be able to do this, you would be able to enjoy the fasting experience more. It's possible to schedule important meetings and tasks require more focus and concentration for days when you are not fasting. If you work shifts again, it's easy to schedule fasting around them. If your eating window falls in times when you are at work, do try to bring healthy, prepared meals from home rather than grabbing something from the deli or ordering fast food. In addition, most of us gradually have an idea of when our more hectic work days are, for example, Mondays, and can easily plan or fast around them. So this is not to say that you should expect to be walking around like a zombie when you fast. In fact, many people report they are more productive and have more mental clarity when they fast. For me, I've been doing it for so long, like I don't really notice the difference between when I am and when I'm not anymore. So, in fact, these are just a few recommendations to help you ease into fasting in the beginning, okay? Bear in mind that despite your planning, there will be those inevitable, stressful, chaotic days that will just come around while you're fasting. Just be mentally prepared for the unexpected emergencies. Hopefully you'll be able to get through them without too much discomfort. So let's talk about helpful tips. As you are getting into your fasting routine, consider these little tips and tweaks. Most of them are just plain common sense, but it helps to keep them in mind, doesn't it? 1, if you're a woman, you need to make sure you're getting enough iron. Make sure you get lots of calcium in your diet. Some women may experience irregular periods due to the hormonal changes caused by intermittent fasting. This is why intermittent fasting is not recommended for women who are trying to conceive. 2, stay hydrated. It is vital that you drink plenty of water while you're fasting to avoid dehydration. Use your phone to alert you to drink water, a glass of water every hour. Water also dulls hunger, so it's added bonus. Unsweet herbal tea. Hot or cold is another alternative. A word of warning, your caffeine does not fall into this category, so don't go overboard on coffee and tea. A cup of unsweetened tea to perk you up is all that you should really need for the limit, okay? If you're unable to take then black, add just a few drops of milk or cream. 3, get into the sun and Sunlight helps regulate the body's rhythm, so the circadian rhythm, which help your body cycle and adapt to fasting much faster. Sunlight is also a proven source of vitamin D. Try to get in sun as much as you can. If you're unable to do so, consider a vitamin D supplement. 4, don't be a hero. Honestly, the best policy when it comes to intermittent fasting, if after a time you simply can't function normally, after the hunger and discomfort are too extreme, it's time to call it quits. There's no point in continuing if it feels like torture is debilitating. It doesn't mean that you're weak or you lack willpower. It means that, like many other people, your body just isn't made for fasting. You will never be at a loss when it comes to alternatives. There's lots of different things. Talk to me if that's the case. We'll find the right plan for you. There's lots of different ways to do this. Eat slowly. 5, eat slowly. When you break your fast, the first couple of times you fast, you will tend to be so hungry that you want to eat quickly, feeling pretty uncomfortable afterwards. Sit down and eat. Be mindful. Eating slowly, taking small mouthfuls. Don't drink. At this point, some people say they do better with the meals of breaking fast and if they don't drink the water during the meal. So it's up to you there. I'm fine with drinking water. Some people aren't. Chew slowly and savor every mouthful, because we don't want to feel bloated after eating, right? Number 6, don't overeat. Remember, when you break a fast, you will have an extended eating window where you can continue to eat. So don't do it at once. Your breakfast should be light and full of nutrition. You should stop eating as soon as your hunger is moderately satisfied. Remember, it's like 20 minutes for you to register that you're full. So never overfill your stomach, because after being without food so long, it will go into overdrive if you overeat. You'll feel sluggish, bloated, and uncomfortable indeed. 7, experiment with different fasting times. Assess your lifestyle, work, and family commitments to find times that are best for you. Experiment with different fasting times before setting on a fasting schedule that suits your high activity or low activity days. 8, get a fasting app. Did you know that your phone can play a proactive role in intermittent fasting? Fasting requires willpower, commitment, and sticking with it. Simple fasting app can actually help you stay on track. A fasting app can do everything from organizing your fasting schedule, alternating you between meal times, helping you plan your meals, and even tracking your weight. There's a great variety of fasting apps available online for free, and they are super easy to use. So if you're interested, check out the best fasting apps of 2020. It's in Women's Health Magazine /weight loss. Intermittent fasting. So if you just look up Women's Health Magazine, look up intermittent fasting. I also have the link in the show notes so you can go there and grab it. Number 9, keep track of your progress. Tracking your progress is important to keep you motivated and excited about the changes you experience. Nutrition experts recommend keeping a good journal. You can use it to record your feelings every few days, as well as weight loss and other improvements you start to notice. 10, enjoy yourself. Intermittent fasting is not a self-imprisoned punishment. Frankly, it's a way you perceive it, right? Your chance of making your progress are slim. Instead, you always look at intermittent fasting as your proactive choice for better health and well-being. Your mindset is what will create the line between success and failure. So if you have a positive mindset, excited mindset, and intermittent fasting can be a very enjoyable experience. So hopefully, now you have the basis. You need to start an intermittent fasting routine. It's not going to be easy at first. You will feel hungry, you will feel irritable, and you can expect some discomfort at the beginning. But what else in life that's good for us doesn't cause those things? If you stick with it, the discomfort gradually subside, and soon you'll be able to see the benefits of the intermittent fasting on your physical and mental well-being, and you can lose weight, have more mental clarity, and even have better digestion and just feel better overall. So follow the simple steps and tips provided here for your quick start, and then ease into successful and hopefully a consistent fasting routine. Do more research if you need to, and I have something for you that's going to really help you out here in a second. So finally, all that remains is you to put these steps and tips into practice and decide for yourself if intermittent fasting is all that claims to be. So happy fasting. And before you go, if you would like, I've made this into a publication. It is free for you. And when you there's going to be a link that comes up here that you can go to. When you go to the link for my intermittent fasting, you can download this for free. And as well, you can also get in on my brand new intermittent fasting course I created. So I have a masterclass. That masterclass is live, but I do have a replay option. So in case you can't join the masterclass, it's fine. You can get the replay option. And from that masterclass, you can opt in to do my course where I actually walk you through each day for the next 30 days on intermittent fasting, getting you started from not doing it all to actually going through it and doing it. And you can either do the self-paced, or you could do it live with me, starting August 30th, 2020, as this, the video is. If you go to my page, if it's past that time, when you go to the link, it'll tell you when the next date with me live. So you have the option to go live with me, to do it self-paced for 30 days. But definitely go join. And the first thing to do is you'll join, and first thing we'll do is we'll have a masterclass where we'll actually walk you through the basics of it, build that foundation a little bit deeper than we did here. And then from that, we do little bits every day where it sets you up and where you have support and a community around you. And plus you have daily small tasks where I'm walking you hand by and step by step throughout it. And then you're part of my community. You get lifetime access not only to the program, but also to the community, which is a Facebook community of people who are during this journey. We can ask your questions, and where I will be planning on going live in there weekly. It's a newer group I'm just now creating, as I just got done creating this course with the interest that was out there. So definitely go check that out. Once again, make sure you like, subscribe, follow if you haven't yet. And for this is someone that you know that would be interested in intermittent fasting. And during the masterclass, I'm going to break down I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do my intermittent fasting. Like, I'm going to take from this and we're going to go deep dive, and I'm going to open up all the truth behind my lifestyle and why this works for me. And I'm an athlete. I'm someone who competes in triathlons, full Ironmans. I'm someone who has a very active lifestyle, and I live by this. And so know that it's possible for anyone. It's also possible for someone who had major psychological issues with food and struggled a lot with this, and, just all over the place. And so this can be a solution for you. And if you're interested, I encourage you go get a free publication and go sign up for that masterclass. If you go to the link that I've provided here, it's actually offering you a 25% off what I'm charging elsewhere. So make sure you go to the link from watching this video and you go and get in on the masterclass. I promise you, you will not regret it. I've always have a money back guarantee, 30 days. If in 30 days you don't see the results that you were expecting, didn't work for you, let me know. I give you your money back. No questions asked, because I want you to feel as though you have gone. My thing at GoGen is always heart first, and think about your heart and who you are. You matter, you're a person. So if I can't deliver, then I want to make sure that I give you your money back and I offer you free something else that could deliver. So I always show up for you, and if there's any reason at all that doesn't work for you, there's no risk to you. But there's risk if you don't do something, right? Then you're going to be the same stuck place, and I don't want that for you, because I know what that's like, and that sucks. So go ahead, go to the link. The link is, you can probably hit the link directly in the show notes, because you can't link on the video. You have to type it in. Link is in the show notes, and just check it out. Sign up, and let's do this, because this is life-changing. Intermittent fasting is an amazing thing. All right, tribe. Be brave, be kind, live authentically, always shine. And remember, you're just one habit away. Maybe that habit is intermittent fasting. Who knows?